Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I have come on to record my September one sketch challenge, which is something I do hosted by Lisa from the Crafting Diva. And basically she provides us, if you don't know what the one sketch challenge is, she provides us every month with a sketch of which we then need to make a card, or I think you can make a tag as well, but mainly, I mean, I always do a card, but yeah, she provides us with a sketch, and then there's a group of us ladies that all join in, and we all upload at the same time so that we don't see anyone else's video. And it's so nice to watch everyone else's because everyone is always so different. It's how you interpret the sketch. So I'm just going to show you, and I hope there's not too much sort of light background here, because it is quite sunny outside. So I'm not really sure how, but you can see this is September's sketch. So you've basically got your outside of your card, and it says this area can be any paper you like. And then you've got this sort of rectangle that's mounted, and then you've got these three pieces coming down, and you can turn the sketch whichever way you would like. So that's what we're working from today. So I have prepared my papers. I'm just going to pop that out the way so that I can see what I'm doing. So what I've got is I've got a card base, which I think is 6x6. So I have cut this beautiful butterfly paper, and I've just made it slightly smaller. I think it's 5 and probably 5/8. As you'll see, that's going to be my base, and I've got a very small border around the edge. So I think that's the way I'm going to want it on. So let's get that on, and then I'll show you what, make sure that's around the right way. Yeah, it is. No surprise that it's pink, of course. Right, let's just get that bottom page down. Now, which way did I want it? I think I wanted it that way. So I'm just going to pop that down. Give me a moment of wiggle room there. So that's going to be my base, okay? And then we had the oblong. So, no, not the oblong, rectangle. So I've cut a piece, which I'm not sure, it's probably 5 by just short of 2.5. And then I've cut a piece of vellum slightly smaller. So this is going to be, I think I'm going to have it incorporated that way. I'm going to look, but that's going to be my bottom part. And then I'm going to put the vellum on top, which is going to give me that little border that was shown on the rectangle. I'm just looking at the photo, yes. And then there were the 3 pieces coming down, 2 longer ones and then 1 shorter one in the middle. So I have cut the same butterfly paper for the short one, and then I've cut 2 longer ones, which is the same paper underneath the vellum there, and then I've also cut some backing for them. So let me just check, because I think it's going to give it a tiny little border, which I wanted because I wanted it to match the so it's going to be sort of hidden slightly underneath there, because on the picture you can't see the top of it. So I'm just going to put these down for now just to see how we want it. Oh, I've dropped that piece. And then I think this needs to be cut a tiny fraction shorter because I've got too much of a border there. So let me just cut that piece slightly shorter, and then I've only got a tiny little, yeah, just need to cut that bit shorter. Tiny little border there on that piece, and then that piece is going to go in there. So that's basically the pattern. So I'm just seeing, I don't think I would want it. You could have it that way, but I'm going to go for this way because that's the way I planned it. So let me just move these bits out the way and I can glue those down. And then I've got, I went through my little stash bit box. I got this lovely little sugar jar that's got sugar written with sweeties in. And then I've got a little banner that's got sweet written along it. I had a cut out little pink flower that I've die cut out. And then in this set with the little sugar was a little topper for you. So that's going to go on there. So my thought with this is that is going to go straight along there. So let's just get that down. This glue is going to run out at some point. Hopefully not while I'm doing this card. So from the photo, we've got a little bit of a border all the way round, like so. And I was thinking with the vellum on the top, I'm going to have this across. So I'm going to glue, am I going to glue very carefully? Do you know what we're going to do first? I'm going to put these bits down because I don't think I'm not sure whether I should have them mounted or not, because they're not shown mounted in the photo, but I maybe should have put them underneath here. I reckon that's too late to pick that up now, isn't it? Oh, Jenny. Let's just see. Depends how much glue I put down, doesn't it? Oh, I don't want to mess my paper up. We might get away with it. I'm not sure. No, we're not going to. Okay, I'm not going to force that, because otherwise that's going to ruin my paper. So let's put that back down like so. I don't want to ruin that. Okay, right. Let's think on our feet here, because if I have those, I could have the jar there. Do you know what we're going to do? Right, I'm going to stick to my original plan, so I'm going to just put this on here and have this on a little border. Let's just get this in the right place so that it's matching. A little bit over there, thank you. Right, that's that one. Let's just let these stick down whilst I'm put that on there. Bit of fluff there. And then that piece is going to go on there. I can just get that up. Oh, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I might just take a tiny little piece off the bottom there, because that's not quite the same. Right, so that's those two. I'm just hitting my so I can see the image. And then that one is going to go on there, like so. Okay, so we've got 3. So I'm going to start with this one, this end, because this is flush. In the photo, it is flush with the end. So I think I'm just going to go up a little bit, like so, like that. That one there. Then we've got the middle one. Let's pop that on. Window open because I've got the door open. Whoops, that's vellum's blowing away because it's so warm today. And then I've got a tiny little bit there. That's annoying. Look at that. Let's just move that. That'll bother me otherwise. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this one down next to it. Make sure I've got enough glue on the top there. Like so, and then they should all match up. I might have to put a little bit extra because I used a different. Just hold that down a minute. I used a bit of thicker cardstock on that middle bit. Right, Right, that's all down. Okay, and then I'm going to put my vellum on top. So that's going to hide that slightly. I'm just thinking, right, I'm going to go with a tiny little bit in each corner because this does dry clear, but I can deal with that. And then I can put a tiny bit across here like that because I have a plan. Now I think I need to come down a little bit because it's supposed to have a bit of a border on this. And yeah, you're not going to see that. I have a plan. Okay. Oh, there we go. You know, you always know it's going to happen, don't you? Someone turns up outside whilst I'm videoing, and madam, she's just had a bath, so she was just relaxing because she's had a nice bath, shampoo and conditioner. Right, I'm going to put that along there because that will then cover that piece, and that will solve the piece of vellum being shown to be glued. So let's pop that, and then also it covers up the top. There we go, and that's going to go there. Okay, this one, not sure where I was going to put that. Maybe I'm going to put it there because we could have, because if I just have the for you there, got a tiny little nodule on there. I've just got to cut that off because that will annoy me. And there's another one there, and that will annoy. There we go. Because if I had that there for you, and then I can leave that piece free, because if it's going to be a birthday, so I could put happy birthday or something along those lines. So let's have that stuck down there. Like that. And then we might raise this up and this up. So let me just get some cardboard. Here's another piece I had prepared. Not. Right. Perfect. Stick that down there in the middle for a minute. And then let's just cut a piece. For that, which is going to give it a little bit of dimension. There we go. Right, so let's glue that down first. As I say, I'm going to cover that little bit of vellum there in the corner where it had the sticky. And then we're going to put this on top. I'm going to do it at an angle, so that's going to stick there. And then I prepared my little jemmies, got them out ready, so we can definitely have one here because that will cover, oh, that will cover that corner. There we go, one there. I don't think there's anything else showing, so I'm going to go 1, 2, oh, 3, probably put a bit much on there. Yeah, I have, but that's okay. Go slightly over the vellum there. That will stick down, I'm hoping. Let me just hold that a minute. Dear, I haven't done that very straight, have I? Let me just oh dear, come on. It's not wanting to stick, is it? I've got a bit of wax on the top of that. I'm just going to wipe that. Just going to start again. on that one. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tiny, tiny, tiny bit under there. Just to stick that vellum down. Just going to take that one off as well. Oh no, better not. It's stuck now. Okay. Start again. Let's try that again. I think once it dries it'll be fine because you won't see it. However, you will see that that is not straight. Let me just get that straight. There we go. Right, 3. And then I think I'll have 2 here. 1, 2. Again, I've just used too much glue. There we go. So I think, why did I have 6 out? I have no idea. I think I'm going to leave that bit free because then I can put my own sentiment on it, depending. So let's just have a look again at the picture so that we can refresh our memories. And okay, and so there we go. So we've got the rectangle that's got a slight piece of, that's got a border and then a piece of paper on top. Then we've got the 3 bits going down. And then there it is mine. So the 3 pieces coming down. There's the rectangle with the vellum on the top. Yeah, that is my 1 sketch challenge for September. So yeah, I hope you like that. I will link all the other ladies that take part in this. Please go over and have a look at what they've made using this same template. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Take care, everyone. Crafty hugs, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.